Chapter 6, Virgo. The Prakriti is the Divine Mother, the primordial substance of nature. In the universe, several substances, different elements and sub-elements exist, but all of these are different manifestations of a single substance. The primordial material is the pure Akasha contained in all of space, the Great Mother, the Prakriti. Mahamvantara and Pralaya are two very important Sanskrit terms with which Gnostic students should become familiarized. Mahamvantara is the great cosmic day. Pralaya is the great cosmic night. During the great day, the universe exists. When the great night arrives, the universe ceases to exist and becomes dissolved within the bosom of the Prakriti. The immeasurable infinite space is full of solar systems which have their Mahamvantaras and Pralayas. While some are in their Mahamvantara, others are in their Pralaya. Millions and billions of universes are being born and die within the bosom of the Prakriti. Every cosmos is born from the Prakriti and is dissolved in the Prakriti. Every world is a ball of fire that becomes ignited and extinguished in the bosom of the Prakriti. Everything is born from the Prakriti. Everything returns to the Prakriti. She is the Great Mother. The Bhagavad Gita says, "The great Prakriti is my womb. In that I place the germ. Thence, O Bharatana, is the birth of all beings. Whatever forms are produced, O Kauntreya, in any womb whatsoever, the Prakriti is their womb, and I am the seed-giving father. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, these three gunas, or aspects or qualities, born of the Prakriti, O mighty-armed one, bind fast the embodied to the body. Of these, Sattva, which from its stainlessness is luminous and good, binds by attachment to happiness and by attachment to knowledge, O impeccable one. Know thou, O Kauntreya, that Rajas is of the nature of passion, the source of desire and attachment. This guna binds fast the embodied being to action. But know thou, O Bharata, that tamas is born of ignorance, deluding all embodied beings. It binds fast the embodied being by heedlessness, laziness, and sleep, as in a sleep consciousness, the sleep of consciousness. During the great pralaya, these three gunas are in perfect equilibrium on the great scales of justice. When imbalance of the three gunas is produced, the aurora of the Mahamvantara is initiated and the universe is born from within the bosom of the Prakriti. During the great Pralaya, the Prakriti is unitotal, integral. In the manifestation, in the Mahamvantara, the Prakriti differentiates into the three cosmic aspects: the Divine Mother in infinite space, the Divine Mother in nature, the Divine Mother in man. These are the three mothers, the three Marys of Christianity. Gnostic students should comprehend very well these three aspects of the Prakriti, since this is fundamental in the esoteric work. Besides, it is urgent to know that the Prakriti has its particularity in each man. Gnostic students should not find it strange if we affirm to them that the particular Prakriti of each man even has her individual name. This means that we also have a Divine Mother in each of us. The comprehension of this is fundamental for the esoteric work. The second birth is something else. The third logos, the sacred fire, should first fecund the sacred womb of the Divine Mother. Then follows the second birth. She, the Prakriti, is always a virgin, before childbirth, during childbirth, and after childbirth. In the 8th chapter of this book, we will talk in depth about the practical work related to the second birth. Now we only give a few guidelines. Every master of the White Lodge has his particular divine mother, his Prakriti. Every master is the son of an immaculate virgin. If we study comparative religion, we will discover immaculate conceptions everywhere. Jesus is conceived by the deed and grace of the Holy Spirit. The mother of Jesus was an immaculate virgin. Religious scriptures say that Buddha, Jupiter, Zeus, Apollo, Quetzalcoatl, Fuji, Lao Tse, etc., etc., were sons of immaculate virgins, virgins before childbirth, in childbirth, and after childbirth. In the sacred land of the Vedas, Devaki, the Hindu virgin, conceived Krishna, and in Bethlehem, the Virgin Mary conceived Jesus. In Yellow China, on the banks of the Fuji River, the Virgin Huase steps on the footprint of the great man, is covered by a marvelous brilliance, and her womb conceives Fuji, the Chinese Christ, by deed and grace of the Holy Spirit. A basic condition for the second birth is for the third Logos, the Holy Spirit, to first intervene, fecunding the virginal womb of the Divine Mother. The sexual fire of the third Logos in the Hindustan is known under the name of Kundalini and is symbolized by a serpent of burning fire. The Divine Mother is Isis, Tonantzin, Kali or Parvati, the wife of Shiva, the third Logos, and her most powerful symbol is the sacred cow. The serpent should ascend along the spinal canal of the sacred cow. The serpent should fecund the womb of the Divine Mother. It is only in this manner that the Immaculate Conception and the second birth arrive. The Kundalini in itself is a solar fire that is enclosed inside a magnetic center located in the coccygeal bone at the base of the spinal column. When the sacred fire awakens, it ascends through the spinal canal along the spinal column, opening the 7 centers of the spinal column and fecunding the Prakriti. The fire of the Kundalini has 7 degrees of power, and it is necessary to ascend this septenary ladder of fire in order to achieve the second birth. When the Prakriti is fecunded with the flaming fire, it then has formidable powers to aid us. To be born again is equivalent to entering the kingdom. It is very rare to find a twice born. Rare is he who is born a second time. Whoever wants to be born again, whoever wants to achieve final liberation, should eliminate the 3 gunas of the Prakriti from his nature. The one who does not eliminate the sattva guna becomes lost in the labyrinth of theories and abandons the esoteric work. The one who does not eliminate rajas fortifies the lunar ego by means of anger, covetousness, and lust. We should not forget that rajas is the very root of animal desire and the most violent passions. Rajas is the root of all concupiscence. The latter in itself is the origin of every desire. The one who wants to eliminate desire should first eliminate the rajas guna. The one who does not eliminate tamas will always have the consciousness asleep. He will be lazy. He will abandon the esoteric work due to slackness, inertia, laziness, lack of willpower, lukewarmth, lack of spiritual enthusiasm. He will be a victim of the foolish illusions of this world, and he will succumb in ignorance. It has been said that after death, the people of sattvic temperament go on vacation to the paradises or molecular and electronic kingdoms, where they enjoy infinite bliss before returning to a new womb. Initiates know very well by direct experience that the people of rajasic temperament re-embody or return to this world in an immediate manner or remain at the threshold awaiting the opportunity to enter a new womb, but without having the bliss of some vacations in the different kingdoms of happiness. Every enlightened one knows with total certainty that after death, persons of a tamasic temperament join the infernal worlds situated by Dante in his Divine Comedy beneath the crust of the earth, within the entrails of the subterranean world. It is urgent to eliminate the three gunas from our inner nature if we truly want to accomplish the esoteric work successfully. The Bhagavad Gita says, "When the seer beholds no agent other than the gunas, and knows he who is higher than the gunas, he attains to my being." Many would like a technique to eliminate the three gunas, but we affirm that it is only by dissolving the lunar ego that one can successfully eliminate the three gunas. The one who remains indifferent and is not perturbed by the gunas, who has realized that it is only the gunas that function and remain firm, without vacillating, is the one who has already dissolved the lunar ego. The one who no longer has concupiscence, who extinguished the fire of lust in all the 49 subconscious departments of the mind, has eliminated the three gunas and dissolved the lunar ego. The earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect, and the ego are the 8 categories into which my prakriti is divided. This is how it is written. These are the words of the Blessed One. When the great cosmic day dawns, all beings manifest proceeding from the unmanifested prakriti, and at sunset they disappear into the same unmanifested prakriti. Behind the unmanifested prakriti is the unmanifested absolute. It is necessary to first enter the unmanifested prakriti before submerging ourselves within the bosom of the unmanifested absolute. The blessed goddess mother of the world is that which is called love. She is Isis, whom no mortal has ever unveiled. In the flame of the serpent we adore her. All the great religions worshipped the cosmic mother. She is Adonia, Insoberta, Rhea, Cybele, Tonantzin, etc., etc., etc. The devotee of the Virgin Mother can ask. The sacred scriptures say, "Ask, and thou shalt be given. Knock, and it shall be opened." Worlds are gestated in the great womb of the Divine Mother. Virgo governs the womb. Virgo is very intimately related with the intestines, and in a very special manner with the islets of Langerhans, which secrete insulin, which is so important for sugar digestion. When they arrive at the belly, the forces that ascend from the earth become charged with adrenal hormones that prepare them for their ascent to the heart. During this sign of Virgo, the celestial virgin, we should, lying on our backs, with the body relaxed, move the belly with small jumps, with the purpose of the energies which ascend from the earth becoming charged in the belly with the adrenal hormones. The Gnostic student should comprehend the importance of that cauldron called the stomach, and put an end to the vice of gluttony forever. The disciples of Lord Buddha maintained themselves with only one meal per day. Fish and fruits constitute the principal food of the inhabitants of the planet Venus. Marvelous vital principles exist in grains and vegetables of all types. The sacrifice of cattle, of cows, bulls, is a horrible crime proper of these people and of this lunar race. The two races, the solar and the lunar, have always existed in eternal conflict in the world. Abraham, Isaac, Cab, Iosep were always worshippers of the sacred cow Io, or of the Egyptian goddess Isis, while already Moses, or better said Esdra, the reformer who altered the teachings of Moses, demand the sacrifice of the cow and the calf, and for their blood to fall upon everyone's head, especially their children. The sacred cow is the symbol of the Divine Mother, Isis, who no mortal has ever unveiled. The twice-born formed the solar race, the solar nation. The people of the solar race would never assassinate a sacred cow. The twice-born are children of the sacred cow. Chapter 29 of Exodus is pure and legitimate black magic. In said chapter, unjustly attributed to Moses, the ritualistic ceremony of cattle sacrifice is minutely described. The lunar race mortally hates the sacred cow. The solar race adores the sacred cow. HPB really saw a 5-legged cow. The 5th leg came out of her back. With it, she scratched herself, scared away the flies, etc. Said cow was led by a young man of the Sadhu sect in the land of Hindustan. The 5-legged cow is the guardian of the lands and temples of the jinas. The Prakriti, the Divine Mother, develops in the solar man the power that permits him to enter the lands of the jinas, in their palaces, temples, in the gardens of the gods. The only thing that separates us from the land of Jina's enchantments and marvels is a great stone that we should learn how to move.
The Kabbalah is the science of the cow. By reading the 3 syllables of the word Kabbalah in reverse, we have Lavaka. The stone of Kaaba in the Mecca read in reverse is Vaka, or the stone of the cow. The great sanctuary of Kaaba is really the sanctuary of the cow. The Prakriti in man is fecundated with the sacred fire and becomes the 5-legged sacred cow. Surah 68 of the Quran is marvelous. It talks about the members of the cow as something extraordinary, capable of even resurrecting the dead, or in other words, lunar men, intellectual animals, in order to lead them to the primitive light of the solar religion. We Gnostics adore the sacred cow. We worship the Divine Mother. With the help of the sacred 5-legged cow, we can enter the temples of the gods with the physical body in the jina state. If the student meditates profoundly on the 5-legged cow, on the Divine Mother, and implores her to place his physical body in the jina state, he can succeed. The important thing is to rise from the bed without losing drowsiness, like a somnambulist. The placing of the physical body in the 4th dimension is something extraordinary, something marvelous, and this is only possible with the help of the sacred 5-legged cow. We need to totally develop the sacred cow within ourselves in order to accomplish marvels arid the prodigies of the jina science. The Divine Mother is very close to her Son. She is within the very inner self of each of us, and it is of her, precisely of her, that we should ask for help in the difficult moments of existence. There are 3 types of foods: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Sattvic foods are constituted of flowers, grains, fruits, and that which is called love. Rajasic foods are strong, passionate, excessively hot, too salty, exaggeratedly sweet, etc. Tamasic foods are in reality constituted by blood and red meat. They do not have love, they are bought and sold or are offered with vanity, pride, and haughtiness. Eat what is necessary to live, neither too little nor in excess. Drink pure water. Bless foods. Virgo is the zodiacal sign of the Virgin Mother of the world. It is the house of Mercury. Its minerals are the jasper and the emerald. In practice, we have been able to verify that Virgo natives, unfortunately, are quite excessively reasoning, beyond the normal, and skeptical by nature. Reason, the intellect, are very necessary, but when they come out of their orbit, they are then very harmful. The natives of Virgo are good in science, psychiatry, medicine, naturism, pedagogy, etc., etc., etc. The natives of Virgo cannot get along with Piscean people, and that is why we advise them to avoid marriages with Piscean people.
The most lamentable thing of Virgo people is the inertia and skepticism that characterizes them. However, it is interesting to know that tense inertia tends to go from the material to the spiritual, up to where it is accessible through experience. The critical analytical talent of Virgo is formidable, and among the great geniuses of this sign is Goethe, who succeeded in transcending the material, inertia, and entered high scientific spirituality. Nonetheless, all Virgo natives are not Goethe. Ordinarily, the egotists of the mediocre people of Virgo is something too grotesque and repugnant. But the Goethes of Virgo are genial and highly altruistic and profoundly disinterested. The natives of Virgo suffer in love and undergo great deceptions due to the fact that Venus, the star of love, in Virgo is in exile.